for that patience. All right, and you will give me 3:10 after that. Go ahead.
This is Revelations 2:9. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemies of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
And that's go read it again. Go.
Revelation chapter 2 verse 9. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
You are rich. Why? Because you got the kingdom. You got the keys to the kingdom. Read it again for the top again, brother.
Revelation 2:9. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty.
I know thy works, the tribulation. Somebody give me the word tribulation out of here. I know thy works. I know what you're doing. I know what you're going through. I know what the tribulation. I know you poor. I know the poverty that you're going through, man.
You want to have to prove that?
Give me, yup.
Okay.
Time. I know what you're going through, man. All right. But this, all this is what? When gold is tried in the fire, what it does to it? It purifies, and that's what you're going through. You got to go through the furnace to earn this, man. You got to go through this, man. Okay? All right? You got it?
You got to go through the burning to get what you deserve.
There you go. Well, you try, hey, you can look, hey, we going to get it there, all right? Come on.
The word tribulation is thalipsis, and it's G2347, and it is a pressing together pressure, metaphorically oppression, affliction, tribulation, distress, and straits.
Oppression. I know the oppression you're going through.
Straight and difficult things.
The hard, difficult way, that man, Edomites. I'm gonna hop on some back. Edomites are some demons, man.
That's right.
I'm back. And it just came to me. I just noticed how much of demons they are, man. The plain Jane 6-pack Edomites that you see every day are devils, man.
That's right.
They thinking about how they can destroy you, how they can make and manipulate something and make you look bad. That's the Most High gonna destroy them goddamn devils. Read it again.
Hey, I had a coworker. He said,
I hate
that motherfucker was crazy. His big ass Edomite, his name was Trevor. And I was talking to him, he always was smiling and shit. He's like, man, I just want to burn down my neighbor's house. I'm like, why? I said, they do anything to you? He said, nah. I just want to burn down their house. And he said it with a smile on his face. And it was bugging me out. I'm like, this motherfucker is a demon, man. This Edomite right here is a straight devil.
You thought it was something cool to say.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, doing wickedness is cool to Edomites. Yeah. I just want to put a cat in the microwave. You know, like,
and they do it.
Right.
They do it. Okay.
Just so I can make a hot pussy.
Yeah, exactly. Edomites, the Jeffrey Dahmer effect. You know what I mean? They killed. They pre-killed, and they start with animals. What the fuck you gonna hurt an animal for, man? Go ahead, bro. Bring that out again.
Revelations 2:9. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty.
Now we're gonna go with the word works. Go ahead, bring that word out.
The word works is G2041, Ergon, business.
Your business, I know your business. I know what? Which anyone is occupied. Go ahead, keep reading.
That employment that which anyone is occupied, that which one undertakes to do.
Go to 3.
Okay, an act, deed, thing done. The idea of working is emphasized in op.
Okay, the act. I know the things. I know your deeds. I know things that you're going through. I know the let's go right here. I know what's going through you. I know you're going through hell, man. I know you're doing your work. I know you're doing your business, man. I know you are. But what? Read the second.
But thou art rich.
Your tribulation. We already went through tribulation, but what? What's the last one?
Poverty.
Yeah, go ahead, give me the poverty real quick.
Okay, poverty is G4432, beggary.
Give me that second.
Okay, in the New Testament, poverty, the condition of one destitute of riches and abundance.
And that's it. He know the condition we in. He know the condition we in. He know what you gotta do, man. He know that you stressed out. I know I got you. He know you. He know you trying to get a couple extra bucks working, but your spirit is right. You know, but you tired. You tired of this flesh. He know that. He know that. He know that he ain't giving you so-called right relationships in this because what? He wants you to focus on this work, this truth. You know. He wants you to. But how about you gonna try to take certain things away from him? I mean, to the Israelite man that he deemed that he got a whole truck full of dudes. They got a man. He knows what you're going through, man. Basically, how about you knows what you're going through. He knows your condition, man. He knows that you're destitute. But you know what? He knows that the reward he's going to give you if you stay faithful to your how about you outside, right? Continue in this work, man. All right? I know.
Only because it said beggar. Bible shot. Hey, because that goes, that right there, that definition for beggar, it goes into Deuteronomy 28 and 48, where it says that thou shalt go to thy oppressors for one of all things. And this also goes into it as well. Sirach, the 40th chapter, verse 28. Okay. It says, my son, lead not a beggar's life, for better it is to die than to beg. So really, shit, it's better off to be dead than to be living through this. But we still strive and go on because we live for the promises, you know, and we don't harp on death. We don't harp on, oh man, I would rather be dead because I hate my life. You know, you continue on through the faith of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, believing that he will deliver you from these conditions.
Right. You know? That's just like the Jake woman. She thinks she trying to get out of the curses, but she don't know with martial laws that dick is. Right? You know what I mean? Go ahead, bro. Bring it out. Bring it out.
The life of him that dependeth on another man's table is not to be counted for a life.
That's not a life, man. if you wait for me to, you waiting for somebody to come bring you something, you gonna keep waiting because eventually that person ain't gonna come no more.
That's right.
You know?
For he polluted himself with other man's meats, but a wise man well nurtured will be aware thereof.
Right, because if you dealing with you deal with a man that see, and Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we know his promises. It's true. Man, that promise could change at any minute, man. Oh yeah, I bring you something, man, for the rest. Man, you looked out for me 17 years ago. I bring you every time you call it. Man, this motherfucker.
The word table, and I believe it goes back to an old. Actually, you know, I'm thinking of the word bench. It's an old German word that means bank. You know, when Yahushua went into the temple, he cast over the money changers. You know, he cast over their banking system. You know, because they were doing that banking system within the church. You know, and our lives consist of waiting on Esau to pay out, man. Right. You know, but one day them federal the FRNs ain't gonna come. You know, one day that food stamps and the WIC and the EBT ain't gonna come. You know, one day you won't be able to swipe your card, you know, or to pay some cash when you go into the near grocery store. You know, right now our lives are dependent upon the table of Esau. So this ain't to be counted as a life, man.
This ain't a life.
We're not. It was that song go. We ain't living. We ain't living. That's Marvin Gaye, right? This ain't living. Ain't living.
Nah, it ain't living, man. And if you don't have a job, you don't get no money, no funds to eat. We gotta depend on him to give us the bread. You know?
Right.
Jake is a hustler, but shit, how did that money get to somebody else? By going to work or whatever, they gotta make the money for you to do the hustle.
And you still gotta depend on him through his banks. Because your money gotta be sent through his whatever app. If you're working for an app-based job, gotta be sent through the app to your bank account. Or it's still in his bank account. What if that bank collapsed? You know, what if the stock market crashed? Which it is. That's the reason why the scriptures say, how are ye inhabitants of Megtesh? You know?
Yeah. And so many people have faith in Bernie Madoff, and he ran off with all their damn money.
Made off. Made off. Go ahead, bring it up.
This is Sirach 24 and verse 34. Behold, that I have not labored for myself only, but for all them that seek wisdom. So, you know, we might, you know, just like Paul said, you know, he'd rather be in the spirit world, but he understand he got to be, you know, on this earth because He not just laboring, you know, he laboring for other people that want to learn. You know, he's a prophet who's actually, you know, prophesying to other people. You know, so we're gonna have to, you know, be out here, you know, saints that do. So we can't just say, you know, man, I want to die, you know, because the Most High got us here on this earth for a reason.
He got us on this earth for a reason, man, to serve Him, you know, in this while we're here. And look, the smallest thing you can do, man, is not the smallest. The major thing you can do is serve Yahweh Shemashai. Keep faith that He is. He's going to do what He says He's going to do.
Finish your work.
Keep His what?
Keep your
Well, hold on. Hey, give me that 310. You holding that finger? Give me 310 real quick.
This is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
See, that's a promise that Yahweh Shemashai said. Okay, got you, brother. Yeah, I love you, bro. He said, go ahead.
Revelation 3 and 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
And He gonna keep us from the hour of temptation. But what's the hour of temptation? Martial law. When the shit hits the fan, and your face hit the floor if you ain't in this work or this will or in the gracious of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Beware of what you do and try to you can't go into the world and jump off and then do your work, do your ill will, then try to come back. No, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua ain't having that, man. You ain't gonna be able to call on His name either. You gonna have Israelite groups calling His name because they gonna go through all the categories of the names that they use, and then they go, yeah, you understand what I'm saying? They gonna go through all the categories, but they remember that name. It always goes to all point up to that His name, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because they gonna start trying to bring that out. Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one that. That's it. Yeah, the GMS guys. They always stay diligent on that name. They didn't waver from it. All right, go ahead.
Many shall say, Lord, Lord.
Lord, yeah, 721, right? Go ahead.
This is Matthew 16 and 12. As His mercy is great, so is His correction also.
As His mercy is great, so is His correction. So you getting that ass beat, it's great like His mercy. Because that's mercy. You could have been fucked up. Go ahead.
As His mercy is great, so is His correction also.
His correction. Go ahead.
He judgeth a man according to his works. The sinner shall not escape with his spoils.
So don't worry about what you see in what the rest of the world pushes and the homeboy do and how they can get away. They miss a fool. Correction is Most High correction. You know how He correct you sometimes? He give you, He let you. Hey, I'm gonna say you might catch a little quick. You might catch a burning disease. You might piss fire. Straighten your ass up. I ain't about. Oh hell no. I ain't about to commit adultery. I ain't about to do nothing. Lord, You just forgive me. Oh, So that'll tell you what, man. Okay, the Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is with you to what, a righteous man. All right, go ahead.
The sinner shall not escape with his spoils, and the patient of the godly shall not be frustrated.
And the patience of the godly, you won't be frustrated within Yahweh Hashem Yahushua because you think about it. If you stay in this thing, see, he's frustrated. He's frustrated.
He's got a
with
spirit on him.
Them demons on him, man. He's not in the way of the godly. He's trying to stay in the way of His way.
He said, if you need me, come and get me.
Chopper. Oh, yeah.
It shows you that them spirits are watching over the men of the Lord.
If you want me, Chopper. Chopper. Chopper style.
He said, that's right. You're right. You need me, come and get me.
Chopper. He be in the mirror talking to himself. Yeah.
Hey, I got a few.
Go ahead.
Did your brother grab
Did you finish it up?
You finished? Okay.
Can you let this brother been holding? No, bring it out. Bring it out, bro. He been holding it before everybody. God. I know somebody said they got one. You said that? You do too, God. Dig in that book. Dig in it. Just go ahead.
This is real quick. This is Ezekiel 36 and verse. Basically on the point what the brother said about this, the reason our people are in this state. Why Jake isn't catching hell? the way we feel every day in this captivity. This is Ezekiel 36 and verse 32. Not for your sake do I this, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai, power, but be it known unto you, be ashamed and confounded for your own ways, O house of Israel. So the Lord told us to be ashamed and confounded. That's why we're in this situation, this situation of poverty, being oppressed, being broken down, and being, and like the brother said, hating yourself for the things that we do, because we're ashamed of the things which we have done before the eyes of the Heavenly Father, unlike the rest of our nation.
Just the harp on the point that Nicole made in regards to Paul not being in the spirit of giving up. You know, although he was faced with many different afflictions, all right, and things that he went through, things that he suffered for the gospel's sake. All right, he was catching all kinds of hell. You know, but was he in the spirit of giving up? Hey, this is what Paul said. Well, I got two of them, and I'll make it quick. This is the first one is in Philippians 1 and 21. It says, "For me to live is Mashiach, and to die is gain." For me to live is Mashiach, and to die is gain. But if I live in the flesh, this is the fruit of my labor. Yet what I shall choose, I want not. No, because basically his choice was to continue on in the flesh and to push this gospel so that the Israelite foreigners can receive the knowledge of Yahweh Shai. You know, it says, "For I am in a strait betwixt two, having a desire to depart and to be with Yahweh Shai, which is far better. Nevertheless, to abide in the flesh is more needful for you." Yeah. You know, so for us to be here, for the man of the Lord to be here and to continue on pushing his word is needful. Why? Because there's there's brothers and sisters that are out there that haven't received the gospel yet. Well, the truth concerning the gospel, you know, because everybody knows about Christianity, but they don't. There's more people that have to be sealed with this faith. All right, and that's the reason that we're here, to preach the word, man. All right, and Paul, even though all of the things that he suffered and all of the hell that he caught, being shipwrecked, all right, being beaten by his own countrymen, all right, being without food, fighting beasts, all right, did all of those things put him in the mind state of giving up? Or maybe this isn't the thing that I should be doing, wanting to reconsider? No, and he was in the spirit of striving on, pushing on. All right, this is 2 Timothy, all right, 4. In the beginning at 6, it says, I am ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. All right, and what's it say in Romans 12 and 1? Present your bodies as a living sacrifice. What we're doing right here is an offering to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and I don't worry about desire, it's acceptable. You know? It says, I have fought the good fight, I have finished my course, I have kept the faith. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, all right, which the Lord, the righteous judge, Yahweh Shai, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, all right, but unto all them that love his appearing. You know, and just thinking about that scripture recalls to you 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter, which talks about Yahweh Shai actually putting the crown on the head of the men that continued on. All right, that suffered for his name's sake, that wasn't ashamed of Yahweh Shai.
Word of his patience.
God, because the time is coming where a lot of men are going to be offended. And just simply because faces are about to start getting plastered on the news, all right, men of the Lord are going to get falsely accused. All right, but even through all of the hell that we're about to catch, you have to keep your patience. All right, ultimately, because you know the promises that are laid up for those that are faithful and that endure to the end and that keep the course. Hell yeah, our life is fucked up. All right, yeah, it's hectic. Yeah, our lives depend on Esau's table. Therefore, we're not living, man. What we're really doing is surviving. Your life is depending on whatever job or corporation you work for to pay you a check, right? But what happens if that check doesn't come? Or what happens if you get laid off? We all working paycheck to paycheck. All right, you're one paycheck away. But matter of fact, I'm not gonna say that because you're already three months behind on rent, man. So you're just one paycheck away from losing it all. All right, and even if that happened, you still have to be in the spirit of continuing on. All right, because this is needful for you. Don't you want that crown, man? I know I want it.
That's right. Just to back him up with the crowning ceremony. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 2 and verse 42. I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I cannot number, and they all praised Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest. And upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing, and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Now are they crowned and receive palms.
Right. You see what it said. They the one who basically they kept the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, didn't waver. They believe they spoke the name. They spoke the name. They kept the faith. They kept the faith, and they continue. And they didn't waver from that name, man. You got guys that was in this work that changed the name and secretly never believed. But it came out and it showed forth when their ass got put out. They didn't believe in the Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, they believed in themselves. They believed in what they wanted to do. They believed that this was a good money maker. You know, they believe what they can do for themselves, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai ain't got you guys, got brothers out here for no reason. That's why I'm gonna say it, Great Millstone is different, man. We're different. You can check. Like, y'all still got those presets. Yeah. Great Millstone is different, man. And it ain't about Great Millstone. It's about the spirit of Yahweh Shemashah and the men of Great Millstone, man. Because we don't have nothing to boast about. We just know that what Yahweh Shemashah gave us, we can confidently say that the work is right, right?
I got a precept.
Go ahead. Then we're going to get these two brothers.
This is Proverbs, not Proverbs, Peter's, because the men that are out here aren't regular men. So this is First Peter's up. First Peter 1 and verse 15. But as he which have called you is this. I got it.
Okay, Kyle. Go ahead, brother.
This is Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths, where's the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls.
Read again from the top.
This is Jeremiah 6 and 16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls.
Right. Just find. Hey, how you gonna find that? The old ways, the scriptures, man. And how you know the path that what we go through this way, man. It's good. A lot of times we supposed to ask our parents, but our parents don't know, man. The Most High, but he jumped all that and gave it to our elders, and our elders taught us, man. All right. So the old path is what? How I used to go down and work. That's how we're supposed to be. But through the time of progression, we're not really able to keep these laws in this spirit, man. So now what? We just got faith. Faith is what's gonna keep us pushing. All right, go ahead.
This is going off of Revelations chapter 3, verse 10, when he was saying, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, also will keep thee from our expectation, which shall come upon the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So I have a precept, 2 Peter's.
Speak up just a little bit more.
2 Peter's verse 9.
There we go.
The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation.
He know how to deliver the
And
godly out of
to
temptation.
reserve-
Hold on, brother. He know how to deliver the godly out of temptation, man. What? How he know how to do that, man? See, because what? The fervent prayer. He said what? He said. Psalm 34:7.
34:7. No guile.
Yeah, he kept it around in
Oh,
that
okay.
field. So
Yeah.
that's how he delivered him to the men, man. He said, somebody give him the scripture straight up. Psalm 34:7. Psalm 34:7. It's just, you got it. He brother got it. Go ahead.
34:7.
Yeah, he got it. Brother got it.
Psalms 34:7, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and deliver them.
Yes, now read that scripture again from the top. What you just brought out.
It says, the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation.
He know how to deliver the godly out of temptation, man. So what? He encampeth around it, and he that fear, and he keeps them, man. He can to encamp somebody, you gotta compass them, man. Right? Go ahead.
And to preserve the unjust until the day of judgment.
And to preserve the day to judgment. What? Because read it for all the way through. All the way through. Read it all the way
The
through.
Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations and to reserve the unjust until the day of judgment to be punished. But chiefly them that walk after the flesh in the lust of uncleanness and despise government, presumption are they, self-willed, they are not afraid to speak evil and
dignities, man. Yeah, the angels. You gotta go ahead, bring it up.
That word evil, when you go into is blasphemo in the Greek. So they're not even afraid to lie on angels, man. And you had the guy from One Body out in Dallas. All right, he said that all of the prophecies of Yahweh Shai, I'm sorry, all of the miracles that Yahweh Shai performed were allegories, that they wasn't true. You know, and that also that Yahweh Shai wasn't coming back in the clouds, that he's not going to return. Well, didn't the angels say in the book of Acts 1:9, it says that the same way that he left, he shall return? So they're lying against angels. They're blaspheming against angels. But ultimately, they blaspheme against Yahweh Shai, man. You know, so guess what? In Yahweh Shai is the ultimate dignity. All right, he was the first spirit created. So you blaspheme against our Lord and Savior. You know, how can you call yourself one body in Christ? All right, Christ is supposed to be the figure, you know, that you believe in as your Messiah, which the true name of the Messiah is Yahweh Shai. How can you not believe in the things that he spoke about in the gospel? You know?
Are you Caucasian? Okay.
They got to be set up by you. So.
All right, you got yourself. Yep.
This is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 1. The burden of Babylon which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles.
What is the banner? What's the banner? The banner is the standard. The standard is the word of the Lord. Now, who also is the word of the Lord? There you go.
Say it loud, bro.
Right.
Confidence.
Yeah, say it like Manata Zach Banyam's videos. Yahweh Shai. You know,
I got a scripture.
what about you, brother? What about you? What you got?
All right.
Okay.
Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye not be partakers of her sins, and that ye not of her plagues.
Okay, come out of the ways of this devil, man. This is you've been at. Hey, this how you know you've been asked to come out of the ways. He left the comforter. He left word. He left record. He telling you why, the reasons. And they say come out of her. But what Jake gonna do? Stay.
I believe that particular verse is actually talking about us coming out, being delivered by the chariots.
But we know.
You got to first come out
got to
of the
come out of the ways of philosophy of this world, right? You got to come out of this. But how you know how to come out of there, right? Right?
This is Malachi. Because that scripture speaking about being literally beamed up.
Yeah.
This will be the Malachi 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with the sword of destruction.
I got one for you as well. Second Corinthians 6. 2 Corinthians 6 and 16. And what agreement hath the temple of Yahweh with idols? For ye are the temple of the living power. All right, as Yahweh have said, I will dwell in them and walk in them. All right, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people, which shows you that we are the temple. You know, and that eventually, once our nation is cleansed, all right, and we get those new bodies and new minds, hey, our power Yahweh is going to dwell amongst us. So to hell with a third temple being built over, all right, in Israel. And I'm pointing this way because I believe that's east. You know, to hell with that third temple being built over there. The Lord isn't with that. That's not prophetic. All right, that third temple that's being built up right before your eyes is the nation of Israel, the true Israelites. All right, but this is verse 17. It says, wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate, saith Yahweh, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. So you got to come out of this place and the philosophies of this place, which the philosophy of of America, it teaches women to be whores, it teaches men to be faggots. All right, it teaches you that you can do whatever you want, you can believe in whatever you want. All right, that you can be free, man. All right, but we aren't free, man. We're servants to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
They can be gay.
No?
The word gay goes back into being carefree.
Carefree.
Having no care in the world. Like Alistair Crowley said, what's his motto? Basically, do as thou will. And like Nike, just do it. Do whatever the fuck you want. That's how these people live. And not thinking about any recompense. Thinking about no hurt coming upon them for the deeds that they've done. But there's a judgment. There's a judgment coming for all the wicked deeds which you've done. If we had to go through it, the chosen people of the Heavenly Father, the ones who are selected and picked out by the Heavenly Father, the Creator of all, selectively handpicked those men out, had to go through slavery, the transatlantic slave trade. What makes you people think that you're going to get away with the crimes you've done against them?
All right. Hey, we going into the Day of Atonement tonight. We got to we atone for our sins, but we actually we're rehearsing the righteous acts, man, at this moment. And you still got to we will. Yeah, it's to cleanse our sins from our year, the sins we did previous year, man. You know? Yeah. All right, go ahead.
God, you know, because we were once filthy, all right, in this world. We were once unclean, right, with this place. All right, but what happened? All right, and like it says right here in Revelations 1 and 5, it says it from Yahweh Shai Mashiach, who is the faithful witness and the first begotten of the dead, and the prince of the kings of the earth, unto him that loved us and washed us from our sins in his own blood, man. You know, so through believing upon Yahweh Shai, guess what? We were washed. It also says in Revelation 7 and 14, it says, and I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, these are they which came out of great tribulation. There's that word tribulation again. It says, and have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Right. So that's how we're being clean. We're coming out of the philosophy of this place and believing upon the teachings and philosophies and the doctrine of Yahweh Shai, man. Following his ways.
He said, follow me. Don't follow. Hey, you got to follow Yahweh Shai, man. That's our path. You got something?
Yeah, a little bit to piggyback off of that shit.
No. Land back.
We don't
deal with that.
Pig out.
This is John 15 and 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that you should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you.
Scriptures, I think Mark 7:7 gives you that. Ask and shall receive. You ask righteous and liberally, man, you'll get what how about you gonna start getting? I ask mercy. And that's the main thing. Ask mercy, man, because look, man, we don't our secret faults and we don't know. Sometimes we know, sometimes we don't know. And, you say forgive me, but you gotta ask mercy, man. You gotta think of that immediately, man.
Not even knowing you fucked up.
Yeah, not even know you messed up, man. Because you could just, because you mess around and think of a woman, look at a woman in your mind, man. That's got a man. But it's hard. It's hard in a way because a lot of you were trying to make a factor in your mind, like, man, but she running around with other guys and got, she got to do that home. She messed with 3 more dudes. Man, that's how Satan works, man. Don't let that devil, man. That's why we gotta get out this flesh, man. I mean, get out this world, man. This world is nothing, man. You gotta see how much negative this world is. If you do any scales, if you put a scale to this, wickedness is like basically it's a statue down the street called Prometheus. It holds the sun, it holds the world. It's in a scale balance. The world is holding on wickedness heavier than righteousness. That's why when you hear the scriptures talking about a candle being lit on the hill, the light.
5:19? 5:17.
And you see the light, but out of all that darkness, man, it's a light. So it's a smidgen of light in the world. And see, being that it's small, and everybody, only certain people can see this light. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 9 and verse 1. I'll just get right to the point. Isaiah 9 and verse 2. The people that walk in darkness have seen a great light, that dwell in the land of the shadow of death. Upon them have the light shined. So we're in the land of the shadow of death. Right now we're in this dark and gloomy world. It may not be physically, but spiritually this world is dark. And the Lord Yahweh has a light shining in this world, man. Which is us. We're that light shining in this dark world, because while the rest of these people